Before we get started, we'll go over the tools we're going to need. I've got my Gerber multi-tool. I'm basically using the pliers on that. I got a little hammer here. It's not a big heavy duty one. I think it's a 10 ounce hammer, something like that. Got my number 2 Phillips screwdriver and a number 1, a 3/16 flat screwdriver. I got a couple of punches here with the fat ends. These I've already put them on the grinder. They look nice and clean. This wrench, a 3/16 wrench. A Dremel tool with a cutoff wheel. That's what we'll be using today. And a flashlight. Old flashlight, but a flashlight nonetheless. It still gets the work done. Alright, so what we got here is pretty old. It's an older circular saw that I bought years ago. Skill saw. It's Craftsman. 15 amp, 3 1/4 horsepower. Professional. It's professional. Well, I didn't use it a whole lot before it broke. This is the model. 315.271080, and I think that's G0134. That's probably a serial number or something. I didn't use this thing very long before it broke. And what I've determined is there's a bearing right in here on the spindle that broke. I'm not going to run it to show you because it rattles around and I don't want it to fly out. But I've ordered a new one. STD 315486. I don't remember what it cost. Probably $10 or something. Hopefully it's the right one. I ordered it online. It's been in the case with this ever since. So let's get to taking it apart. Here.
You're killing me, Small.
It looks like I might have to take this whole housing off because these here screws, they hold down these here motor brush contacts.
So, yes. I didn't really want to get into it that deep. But, looks like we'll have to do it. Let's do it.
I think I broke it. Yeah, I did. So I can hopefully slide it off here now. That's what I was trying to do. Yep, there she comes. Right off there. All right. That's all I needed. Split it. Now, getting this other one on here is going to be a trick. What I'm trying to do is I don't want to be pounding on the outside of this because it's just connected with these little plates on the outside. They look like they're pressed in. They don't look too sturdy. So I want to press around the center. The piece that I popped off of there is what I want to I want to focus on that with this. And I don't want to overdo it, so I'm going to tap it lightly with a smaller hammer. See what happens. It's driving nice. Oh yeah. Okay, we're flush. Now I brought this wrench in here. This will go around the shaft and still let me hammer it on the centerpiece. Okay, so that goes, where does that go? Does it go in here? Yes. Now remember, your brushes are, the springs pushed them out, so you got to use a screwdriver, pop them back in like I just did. So, what's going on here? Why can't this going down on there? Do we need to push those brushes back some more? Yes, we do. One more level for them. There we go. I can't see. Need light. It's like an operation. Oh yeah, I see. It's caught. I'm just gonna pop it over the, there it is. And this one is, okay, there it is. Now I got my shaft right here in the center. It's the bearing sits in this thing right here and centers it up. So it's perfectly centered now. Got my shaft sticking out there. Good deal. Light on. Now how much that's going to help.
I'm kind of excited to use this saw again. Hopefully it is going to work. I just don't know. I don't know. Can't promise nothing.
Okay. Alright, these two get tightened down. I don't know what's going on there. It seems like it's tightening up too quickly. Maybe I was cross-threaded. There we go. Perfect. Snug it. Take this one on this side. There. Turn them backward. Always turn them backward till I hear them click. And you can feel it drop. That means you're ready to hit your threads. You dropped on them, so you're good. You can tighten them down then. That one was fairly snug. This one here, pretty snug. There it is. And then there's one in here. Don't forget this one. This one didn't want to. There, got it. There, hear it. We can turn it right now. Tighten her down. Okay, that's good. And I look around in here, everything looks so clean and nice. Make sure these wires are back down in their little tracks where they belong. This piece goes right here. So the switch is here. Boy, that just operates like brand new. This thing really, it's an old saw, but it has had such minimal use. That completes it. Shall we plug it in and give it a shot? See what happens? One of the things I've always liked about this saw is the length of the cord. Most of them don't have a cord that long. It's a pretty long cord. All right, ready. We'll fire it up. She's operating beautifully. Yeah. And that's another job completed. Put me a blade on here. And I put this thing back in service, boy. All right. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this helped you out some way. And, you know, you don't have to throw out the $80 saw. You can put it back in use sometimes with a $10 unit. So, there you have it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.